Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the wonderful Pacific Northwest in that humble little town of Belfair, Washington, or Hickville, USA, as I love to call where I live. So welcome to my channel, everybody. This is my March 2026 Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 27. We are definitely hitting 30 with this paper pumpkin, which is awesome. So this kit is called Fluttering Garden for March 2026. You could have made three, this design, this design, this design. If you make them as design, you will get a total of 9 cards. Or you can cut them apart and do your own thing like me and get a whole bunch of cards. So let's get on with it. So this QR code here would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed. A visual of everything that comes in the kit. Down here it lists us coordinating colors. Videos 1 through 5. I always share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of mosey along. This one right here would have led you to this set of add-on dies called the Beautiful Bloom dies. They will coordinate with January, February, and March of 2026. The new add-on dies are out and available to purchase. They're called the Wonderful Scene dies. They will coordinate with April, May, and June of 2026 and our stamp set. We had 2 this time. The 2 hummingbirds, the hello, birthday wishes, the 2 speckly stamps, this little floral one. This anniversary stamp set I did not use. We have the blossom, the meadow, the floral swag, of course that one, little speckly stamp again, and the little leaf. So guys, this is such a quick little card. This is all because Phyllis, the wonderful Phyllis, yes, sent me some of this beautiful DSP in purple. And of course, you know, at this point, I'm really looking to do something different. And I chose this piece right here. I am using a card base, the full card base from the kit, because we're almost at 30, right? And a white envelope. So card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, if I wanted to cut this apart, I would get 2 cards. But as I'm almost to the 30 mark, I might even get a few more over it, because I didn't realize I had a couple of card bases left in there. I did not realize that. I thought I just had envelopes. So I might do 31, maybe 32. We'll have to see. I'm going to go with what I have. So I am actually going to make a Mother's Day card. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to use Have a Beautiful Mother's Day. I might have Hank give this to my daughter, along with probably another Mother's Day card I already have back here. You guys are going to laugh at this. So for her birthday, right, I had to come out here and I lost the beautiful card I made for her from a paper pumpkin. You know, the beautiful pink one with the chipboard. Yeah, I found it days later, but that just makes us all laugh. Nobody gets mad about things like that because I'm notorious for presents after Christmas and for presents after birthday. You find things. So this year it was a card. And my daughter just had to laugh because when I gave her her birthday card, she's like, "Mom, it's not pink." I said, "Honey, your original birthday card is lost somewhere in my room. It's in a safe place." It was. I had stuck it inside the envelope and didn't put the name Justice on it. I had no clue who. I knew, and I had stuck it up on a shelf for a safe keeping, and I did find it, but it was days after my daughter's birthday. So this beautiful piece here, this is what I'm after. I'm going to keep this, but this is what I'm after because this is going to go just beautifully together. And I know this is not in pink, it's in purple. But hey, it's what I'm working with. So I want to cut this to maybe 3 3/4. Because that just looks even to me. And then, see, look how pretty that is. I want to do like a little, I wasn't doing anything extra to this. So, but it might need it. Okay, so we're going to take it 5.5 here. And I'm trying to see, where's the perfect plum? I might get 2. Might do just like what we did before. Now, yep, that's 5.5. That is going to work. I think Highland Okay. Thinking. I did not expect that. This looks like Highland Heather. This looks a little bit like Rich Razzleberry. So let's pull. I don't have much left in Rich Razzleberry. Definitely not Moody Mauve. But let's see if I have a couple of little 1/2 inch strips in the Rich Razzleberry bin. Just to do a quick and easy card. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I keep little things like this. So here's a 1/2 inch strip that's not long enough. This one is not long enough. That one is long enough. This one is not long enough. I'm not done. I got more. I should say I have more. It just happens to be going in the odd direction here. Oh, my giddy heart. All right. We have this long strip here. We'll just cut it off from that. See, that does really go with a little bit. It doesn't go necessarily with the ribbon, but it goes with that. So I want to cut this at 5.5. Now I can do one of two things. I can punch this and do the little scallop trim. Let's see, where's my border punches? Have these two. This one can get difficult. This little testy one, if you don't get these little dots lined up perfectly, it can get messy. That's why I don't tend to use that one as much as I use good old faithful. But for the sake of time, we're gonna not do those at all. Why? Because I can and I don't feel like it. That's why. Yes. Am I being cheeky? Maybe just a little bit. I'm just going to do 1/2 inch strip here. And another 1/2 inch strip. This is all I wanted to do. That's all I want to do. So I am now going to do like I just did in the previous video. I am going to add my glue here. Turn it around and do it again. Doesn't matter which side to me right now. All right, next we're going to just pop that. Oh, it's going to cover the whole card base. Stinky winky. Oh, I didn't intend that, but I guess we are. We're doing it. That's what's just going to happen. I intended to originally have some of that card base showing, but I guess I left too much of a border. I should have cut more off, but that's okay. I'm still using the card base. You all saw it. It's there. You can see it when you turn it over, right? All right. So this is simply going to go right here. Ta-da! That is it. I mean, I'm just going to glue that down. Yes, I'm just going to glue it down, and I'm going to do it up like this so you still see the For You. And I even have the bling for this. I'm not going to stamp anything on it. Oh, please let me have the bling for this. I said I did. I thought, yes. My Aunt Carol to the rescue. Not those colors. See, those are going to be perfect. One here. One there. Not that one. And one up there. And just like that, we made a very beautiful, simple card. And I could take a strip of this and I could put it on the inside of the card, or I can take this and put it on the envelope flap. And I'm going to choose to put it on the envelope flap. So I have some decoration. And then, oh, I didn't get it out. From March 2018, Paper Pumpkin, there is a Happy Mother's Day stamp. Now, I do not have my not bad, but we are going to use the really nice scissors. The nice scissors. And try not to cut ourselves with them or anything else. This week I go see the dermatologist. I'm going to ask him if I can get my nails done for my May, June, and July. Because I would like them done for the 4th of July. I really would. I'd like them done for maybe my birthday, but I was thinking like for summer. And I thought for June I would do a boxing thing. Because we're not doing football anymore. So let's find my paper pumpkin. Hold on. May, June. Yeah, I'm all messed up right now, right? March. Oh, 2018. 2019. 19. Why did I say 2018? That's not it. 2000. I didn't get paper pumpkin. Oh, here it is. April 2019. I'm like, 18, I didn't get paper pumpkin. It's April 2019. It has a Happy Mother's Day stamp. We're going to use this one. And we can do Thinking of You from the same stamp set on the inside. Why not? Why? Because we can. And it makes us very, very, very happy. That's where some tear tape was for a stamp. So I'm going to put Happy Mother's Day there. Thinking of You has never been used. And let's try to put that one on the opposite side. That might help. Rich Razzleberry is right here. Old retired color, but it still is a good one. Coaster is gone, so let's grab another since I do know where I put them. All right, we need a stamp in Pierce Matte. We will stamp Happy Mother's Day on our envelope. And Happy Mother's Day and Thinking of You on the inside. So happy Mother's Day. And then let's do this mushy smushy. This is its moment to shine. Happy Mother's Day. Thinking of you. So there we have it. Could have been centered a bit better, but it's all done. So I actually did make a Mother's Day card with this paper pumpkin. Who knew? I didn't until I found that paper because I was looking for something simple to do. I love simplicity. So cannot wait. So this is number 27. 3 more to go to hit my goal of 30, and we'll see if and what I do for over. I may not get over, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, let's, wink Estella the flowers. Make them sparkle, make them shine, and no, I know it's not Christmas time. I know. But I have such a good time doing this. And it rhymes, right? So thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.